Hey everybody, it's KittyBit, and we are here vigorously petting this this rabbit. But we're here to go over how to get a fun new pet, the Downy Crake, who's also got a trophy linked to him. Although we don't really care so much about the trophy, or at least I don't. So as much as the pet, it's all about the pets. She's gonna nod. You're not gonna talk. Alrighty. So for this, we are going to be heading over to, there's actually two areas we're going to be making use of: the ancient forest as well as the wildspire waste. We will head to the forest first, and we're going to go to Southwest Camp 1, number 1 camp. Good tea. It looks good according to your cat's face.
Yeah, she's making some funny faces tonight.
She looks like she's really enjoying it. Alrighty, so for these little fuzzy birds, we are looking for them on the backs of the herbivores that roam the area. In the ancient forest, we are going to be covering the first area. You can actually find them on the backs of any of the herbivores, the aptonoths or the apseros. The quickest way to go about it, though, you look really happy.
She's cracking me up. That face.
But so we're gonna go into the very first area just outside of the camps in both the forest and the waste, and take a look at the backs of the herbivores.
I can't look at her.
So basically, you're gonna run out here. I like to use my binoculars for this. So you're gonna come out, and these guys are pretty rare.
So they can pop on any of them?
Yes, they can appear on the backs of any of these guys. What most people do, which is actually probably a quicker method, I kind of like this method for immersion, honestly, because I feel like I'm actually being a hunter, is what you can do is when you show up, you can just throw on the ghillie mantle, and then you can run around with a good set of headphones or the sound turned up. We're going to go to Wildspire Waste. You also want Southwest Camp 1. I'll keep talking while we have the load screen, though. So what you can do is probably, like I said, it's probably a little quicker. It's a little less immersive, though, in my opinion, is put on the ghillie mantle and use good sound to just run near all of the herbivores. And if you run near them, you listen for chirps. You hear chirps that sound like a baby bird. And if you hear that, then you know there's some nearby. They're actually going to be riding right along the spine of these guys. And they come in big groups, like flocks of them. Usually it's around, from what I've seen, like 3 to 8. Ow. She's just elbowing me in the shoulder.
I'm sorry.
Your cat looks incredibly high right now.
I don't know why she's making those faces. I'm making no such face. It's all lies.
Or is it?
It's lies.
Alrighty. Now we are at Wildspire. As soon as you come out here, you'll see we've got 3 apseros here. You can get them on the backs of these guys. There are also a different set of apseros up in the desert section. If you go right up here, right around where there's a set of apseros that spawn here, and then they move over this way toward this ridge. You can actually get on this ridge and watch them come down. The only reason you don't really want to use that set is because monsters roam the area, and typically you're going to go and get near them, and there's going to be a monster around that's going to spook them, and the birds are going to end up gone, or they'll fly away while you're trying to capture them. So you're pretty much just going to fast travel between here and the ancient forest until you get the birds to spawn. They are pretty rare, though. I have only seen one set, and I was stupidly not actually looking for them, and I scared them off, and that was like, we've only seen them a handful of times, but Alright, so we're going to go ahead and keep spawning back and forth. We will save you that, and we'll be back. Alright, we've finally found some, so we're going to equip the net, and we're going to try to catch them.
Get them!
Oh, I've got your camera controls on.
Oh,
I can't properly catch them.
Oh no, you got to.
Well, as you guys saw, we did get a couple of Downy Crakes, and he's not bothered at all by the fact we took his birds, is he?
Yeah. Man, they were heavy.
He looks a little sad.
Oh, my birds.
Why'd you take my birds? Alright, so we're gonna go back to the house, and on the way we will talk about exactly how long and how painful this one was.
Yeah.
So when they say these guys are rare, they mean it. Why is your mouth just flapping?
I don't know. My real mouth isn't doing that.
Okay. But yes, so these birds were hard to find. We've been at this for almost 2 hours now since we paused the video. So after a while we eventually just decided to say immersion be damned, and we went with what seems to be the popular thing. We just started throwing on the ghillie mantle and running into the crowds of these things, and we actually found those right there were in area 8 of the ancient forest. If you go to the northwest camp, there are 3 Aptonoth over there that I completely forgot about. So when you go to the ancient forest, go to camp 1, check all of those, and then go to the northwest camp and go and check area 8. There are 3 there, and we just found those guys there. You want to do this at dusk, anywhere between dusk and dawn, nighttime. That's when the birds show up. We were trying this during the day. They did not show up during the day. We read some things. A couple people were saying, oh, they do show up during the day, but we never saw them. Not one during the day. Always at night. We saw a couple at night a few times, and there was like horrific things happening. Like a Diablos would come in and try to chase us away, or they would get scared, or something would attack the Apseros or the Aptonoth. So you can run into a lot of issues with this. Alright, so these guys are little fluffy birds that can actually be put in a lot of different spots. This guy just landed on the shelf over here.
Oh.
He is very cute. So we've now got a bird on our shelf.
Chicks go squeak, right?
Those chicks do. No. Not to you, the training area. So we can put the Downy Crake there, and as you can see, he shows up on the harp.
Yeah, that's where I got my bristly one. I don't know what is wrong with my cat.
We only got 2, unfortunately, so if we put him on the floor, he goes in the chair over there next to the bed, as you can see. I'm gonna have to put all my animals back. If we put him here, he shows up on the box. He's on the treasure box right next to us. They have all kinds of cool little perches. He can go in the pot.
That's so cute.
That's pretty awesome. I like the pot. Man, I wish you could do both pots. Then you'd have a wiggler and a crake. Alright, entryway. He does not go here. The garden. He goes over on that tree to the right there, if you can see him. He's on a little branch. He's right there on the vitality. He'll be in the same spot as my bristly right there. So he'll just be, just imagine he's there. That way I have one less critter I've got to replace after this video. He cannot go up here. I'm guessing they're flightless. Nope.
I'm pretty sure if you scare them, well, no, those just ran.
Nah, they ran away.
The bristly ones fly though.
I don't see why he would go in the pond, but I was thinking maybe like a duck he could float.
That'd be cute.
Alright guys, well, that is our coverage of the Downy Crake and all their positions in the house, at least this house. And guys, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, adopt or rescue your next furry buddy, or otherwise buddy. Your mouth is still going crazy.
I know, it won't stop.
But yes, adopt or rescue, aspca.org, petfinder.com, or Google local animal rescue or adoption. And guys, we'll see you for the next video, and thanks for watching. This is Royello.
And sashimi.
We'll see you next time.